All right, welcome back to Football Friday, Joe. Boy, you know what? After the Jet game, the clouds kind of parted a little bit. Still a little bit cloudy, but all of a sudden comes right back, and boy, what a sad week it has been. It's been, and then now you get a little finger pointing, you get a little this and that. You got the Chargers coming in. Look, they're a beat-up team, but look, we played a team last week that had, it's their backup running back. Oh, this guy's hurt.
Offensive lineman.
And we saw what happened. So here we is.
So let me just say this: up 17-0, and everybody's wondering how they're going to come out of it. So it was a long week. Bo, first of all, line of scrimmage just not good enough. You don't run the ball enough.
Both
14
sides.
carries, and you can't stop the run on the other side. Now dead last in the NFL in yards per game, as well as 5.6 average per carry, which Bo is ridiculous. Killer Bees going back to Orangey, that was like unheard of to have a 5.5 yard plus average. So everybody's frustrated and pointing fingers. I think for the first time, people are frustrated with Stephen Ross, the owner, like they think he's being too patient with everything and this team at 1-4, and he wants to see improvement. That's the message. Well, I'm frustrated, but I want to see improvement. So a lot of people at every level, and Bo, it goes back to three things. Do we have enough talent? If not, that's on the general manager. If the coaching, are we getting the most out of our schemes on both sides and what we're doing, running the ball? That's Mike McDaniel and the guy connected to it, Tua Tagovailoa, not being able to finish out games.
Check, right?
Yeah.
You know, and the thing, so you're in this dilemma right now, because we all know that they've got into a youth. We're going to draft these guys high. We're going to put them in there. We're going to let them play. Right. And they are playing horrible. I mean,
the draft class is struggling.
That defensive front that looked really nice for the limited time we saw in training camp, they're a shambles right now. And then that leaks to the second level, the linebackers. And then if you get past those linebackers, it's a free range out there. Right. So you got that. Tua, I don't know. You know, Tua, we talked to him after the game last week, and I'm going, show me some emotion. Show me that was a shit game. Right. Show me some emotion. Show me that it's hurting you. Right. And he comes out like a professor doing a schedule. And then Mike's kind of talking in circles, and so we've got something that I don't know, Joe. How do you get out of it?
Well, you better start playing better and feeling all the same things. That's the other problem. You hear the same things. Like, hey, we can fix this, we can do this, we can do that, and then all the same kind of problems are popping up with this team. So there's just a lot of frustration. By the way, we weren't surprised. We were told about the rookies going to play a lot. I was like, hey, man, good. We've never had this many rookies play. They're going to get better down the road. They're going to be really good. And that's the message down the road. The problem is you're also told you got enough to win right now, and you're not winning right now. It's a little bit leaking on both sides. It's not just one side. There's a little finger pointing going back and forth. But, hey, offense scored basically 7 points in 3 quarters. That's not good enough, as well as the defensive problems.
Finger pointing. Mike kind of slips in, hey, our defensive scheme was kind of lopsided or whatever term.
You got any coordination of the defense.
A little bit of finger pointing to Anthony Weaver.
Right. And Anthony Weaver, I mean, he is the defensive coordinator, not the head coach. He took it and he was a class act talking about, hey, we got to tackle better, trying to strip the ball too much. I thought you brought up a great point, Bo. We talked on the radio this week. You talked about you still got to tackle first and then strip. You can't strip and then let the guy run enough. And there were too many after contact runs for another 8, 9, 10 yards.
So you got that going. And I think there's with the young rookies in there. Look, one of the guys that it's really affecting is Zach Sealer. You know, because Zach for the last couple of years he had Christian Wilkins, then he had Calais Campbell.
Who's having a great year.
Well, now he's the Calais Campbell and Christian Wilkins to these young guys. And these young guys that weren't playing at the level that he was playing when he had the two guys that lifted his boat, right?
Both really good
players.
So
now Zach's in that boat, and now the young players are sinking his boat. So now you're not getting what the level that he should be playing, because I think you've got these veterans that are saying, hey, I know this guy can't do that. I know, and it goes over to Savaianaya on the other side, same thing. I got to get my guy, and then I got to maybe
help
this guy a little bit,
right?
And that dilutes what's going on.
And that hurts his play and hurts everything he's about. So that's part of the problem. And Bo, not to look ahead because it's still early in the season, which is the good news and the bad news, right? At this point.
Yeah.
But you're playing a Charger team. There's not an offensive line that's got more guys out right now, including 2 first-round tackles on the outside, plus the problems they have inside. They're now down to the 5th and 6th tackles. They got more guys out. You're talking about a practice squad offensive line in some cases as a group. Bo, you got to win that. That's got to get you some confidence. And if those defensive linemen, especially young guys, can get their confidence back, it's in this game.
Right, well, let's go this. Coach v. Coach. Mike McDaniels, Jim Harbaugh, right? Harbaugh, you know that team, I don't care who they put in the field, you know that team's going to be tough.
Yes.
You know they're going to come out and they're going to bust their ass.
Right.
And they're going to try to beat you down.
That's a Harbaugh team.
A Mike McDaniel team, not so sure. Now, Mike coached with Harbaugh, was around with him, been close to him, or you know, seen him close up, played against him before a number of times. And does he take some of that from, to me, Mike at some point has got to take the step to saying, hey, you know what? He needs to take a page out of Anthony Weaver. We need to get physical. We need to be vicious on the field. You know, whatever you say, whatever gets he's got. But because to me, there's just, first of all, and we go into this, we got our right side of our offensive line is decimated. We've gone through 4 different guys in that rotation,
especially in the guard position.
In that rotation, and we got 2 guys sitting out there that are eligible to come back, that barely played during the preseason. How the fuck long does it take to get back on the football field?
I don't know, but it sounded like Mike McDaniel. It didn't sound like it was close.
Well, they don't look. There's no. You know what? That's the one thing. When you talk about Mike about these players, there is no sense of urgency for them to like. Well, geez, I know they're down, but we really need them back. It's when they're ready, they'll be back.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Listen, he can defend everybody.
I get it.
His thing is whatever the negative topic is, he's going to put a positive spin on it. That's his way of doing it. Maybe that's the way of today. But Bo, whatever it is, nobody's going to want to hear about injuries. Nobody's going to want to hear on both sides. By the way, Justin Herbert's going to be running for his life if things go the way they should. Nobody cares. You just got to find a way to friggin' win a game.
Yeah. You know what? It's like I was did one of the interviews. I said, this is the week where you got to look yourself in the mirror.
Correct.
And say to yourself on Sunday morning, on Saturday, whenever, look yourself in the mirror. Am I doing enough to help us win? Or am I not doing enough that's sinking our ship and not helping us lose? And that comes down to each and every person on that football team, coaches and players alike.
And making adjustments, Bo, for coaches. I'm sorry, there's no way somebody's going to tell me the tight end could have that kind of first half. Waller was spectacular. We haven't seen anything run around like this. This is one of the greatest stories this organization's had. Seriously, to look that good in the first 2 games, he looked even better in the second game, and you can't get him a target or a throw in the second half? Wow.
Well, Joe, I'm gonna end it like this. Come watch the game. Watch the game on TV. Watch the game wherever you want to watch it. I got no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah, me neither. Let's see.
That's going to do it.
Close it out.
Next time.
Close it out.
There you go.